Возможно, сейчас будет подсаживаться на Алекса. Алекс уже подошел, готов прокидывать свой болик. А тут Кэдин, а тут еще и Ставан, рядышком Тесса с хаешкой в руках. Ой, сейчас какая заварушка начнется у нас под бананом. Хаешка полетела. Минус Зепа, минус. Ну, неплохо, кстати, получилось дать 2 фрага. Правда, на отходе все-таки поставляется Ставан и отличный молик. Отличный молик от Cloud9. Немножечко, кстати, получилось Тессеса здесь надамажить по здоровью. И Тессес падает. В итоге большинство для клоудов. Сьюж и рефреш. Кстати, кто не помнит, кто, быть может, зашел на трансляцию, у нас все-таки у команды Heroic пополнение. Проигрывает, кстати, Сьюж клатч 1 в 3. Капитан команды Heroic еще один промах допускает. Флоппи все еще жив. Флоппи уже с 3-й попытки находит это убийство. Тем временем рефреш только 1 фраг со своего 5-7. И Heroic остаются в меньшинстве. Тессес последний. Против Лопи, против Эстага. Ну и как этот клатч разыгрывать, давайте смотреть. Ну тут кроссфайр. И Эстаг был надежен на своей позиции. По поводу, друзья, пик. Прилетел как раз таки в скрип. И юспи. Кстати, получается вот это Сьюша дать уже сколько? Уже целых 3 убийства Мези вместе с Эстегом. Господи, что делает Эстег? Он просто крутится на дефолте, пока его тиммейт делает оставшиеся фраги. Забавно получилось, но все-таки в концовке Эстег и подключился минусом 3-0. Но у Клоуда этот раунд вполне могли и проигрывать. Флешка на прочек. И, ну что ж, получается дать уже первое убийство. Что касается Ставна, тоже минусует Мези. А вот это уже, кстати, отличная заявочка. Тем временем Клоуда разворачивается. Понимает, что под базой Б, видимо, на этом тайминге им ничего не светит. Ну и зависли ребята. Там просто Сьюж в очень интересной позиции. Все просто прячутся, все морозятся. А вот она флешка от тиммейта. Флоппи топит кнопку. Погибает от Тессеса. Зепа неплохо. Уже 2 фрага дает, но на Кэддина его не хватает. И это первый для Heroic. Ну, не так уж и... Так, и неужели... А, так у нас, оказывается, сплит-выход под базу Б. Не так часто я это вижу. Неплохо. 3 через Сити. ТСС, очнись, ТСС заметили. А будет ли суппорт от тиммейта Кэддину? Вот прикол в том, что Кэддину нечего откинуть, а ему не надо ничего откидывать. Тессес просто вперед, Тессес хоронит 3. Кэддин тоже подключается убийством. У Зепи Тессес все-таки сгорает, и Эстег остается последним. 1 в 4. Не ожидал такого от Тессеса. Пытается фейковать здесь установку плента. Далее повторный фейк. И там уже со спины выбегает Сьюж и хоронит все шансы игроков команды Cloud9 на взятие 6-го раунда. Скорее всего, у Сьюша... Хотя они тут вдвоем отыгрывают вместе с рефрешем. А, вот у Сьюша все хп заканчивается, между прочим. Ну и надо рассчитывать только на рефреша. Погибает все-таки Сьюж. Прострелили его диглом. АЕ прокидывает рефреш. Вот уже плюс деньги. Ну и раунд на этом все еще не закончен. Неплохо. Передроп девайсов. Ну и подключается уже Ставан в эту перестрелку. Рефреш дергает. Подставляется далее по Эстега. Ну и на этом все. Ну слушайте, в раунде с пистолетами команда Cloud9 сделала очень много. Они выбили 4 девайса, они поставили бомбу. И сейчас по экономике прям солидный буст коэффициентов на эту серию. Давайте глянем. Букмекер, наш партнер, сайт GGBet, предлагает 1.44 на победу Heroic и 2.66 на победу команды Cloud9. Ну что ж, в миду произошли уже первые контакты. Каким образом у нас погибает Сьюж? Непонятно. Флоппи отлично здесь ставит хедшот на развороте. Ну и опорники аплента, по идее, сейчас... Ну, разве что Тессес сможет стать здесь тем самым X-фактором. Вроде бы, когда же Клоуда не догадываются. Да, они вообще не подозревают. Заметил первого. А тут, давай. Господи, Тессес. А, не получается. Не получается сбрить Мези. А лучше... Ну, правильное решение он выбрал. Это атака должна искать ключик к обороне. Ну и как мы видим, отличная раскидка в начале 10-го раунда позволяет наказать и Сьюши, и Тесса. А вот что касается ставнов, про ставнов тут вообще все забыли, не ожидали увидеть третьего. Они думали, что третий находится где-то в пленте, а вот у нас... А это не третий, это уже четвертый игрок, прикиньте, вчетвером. Решили под базу Б у нас херойки смотаться. Ну и проблема в том, что там Алекс ходит, Кэддин промахивается, и это, походу, 7-й для Клаудов. Ну, такое. В раунде под номером 11. Вроде бы Стаун уже все прекрасно понимает. Это не Б-плент, это А-плент. Погибает Юж. Вроде бы неплохо началась эта перестрелка против Флоппи. Минус Кэддин. Рефреша тоже в пленте наказали. Но, правда, Рефреш сделал уже 2 убийства. Ставан минусует Мези. 3 секунды. Надо просто отсеяться. Эта бомба не установлена. Ой, Cloud9 перемудрили самих себя. И 4-й для Heroic. Ну, вот сами.
Button's down, who's in, Alex out. That's a quick kill to find, and Zeppa has been bearing the brunt of the damage on Banana. However, Cadian's the one to find Floppy. Suddenly, very aggressive, and Cadian loves to do this on Inferno. He likes to get aggressive into the apartments at times, goes out very early on, entirely spawn dependent.
And Zeppa's approach in the arches is going to get shut down by Refresh. Of course, very weak, so any bullet would have done it. Mezzi is far separated from the bomb, and trying to do economic damage, I think it has become the priority. Maybe expecting that Heroic have identified where that bomb is, although it is deep within the T steps. And seeing as how they spotted out Mezzi for that fight, they would have also seen that the bomb wasn't strapped to his back.
Oh, what a shot from down. Of course, he heard him coming over, but
still towards lane, and it's going to be an awkward one. There's not too many comfortable positions to sit on this bomb site, let alone get into it. Alex doing so much damage, but Shush shutting things down over towards the lane, and Floppy gets nothing for his troubles either. This AWP has been hard for them to track down, and that bomb dropped to the feet of Shush could cement a 6th for Heroic, but Zeppa answering back with 1.
Only 1 though so far, and Stown will not let it exceed as Alex will fall and Zeppa alone versus the world. 50 seconds of smoke in his spot and CTs are many. Tessis finishes it off, but it's really Stown to have saved that round. What a set of kills from him. And that's where the stack is from Cloud9. Stown is moving forward. He's just bunny hopping, trying to get his KZ on. SE Tag good for 1. Floppy and SE Tag are just tearing them apart on this B bomb site now. Here comes the pincer, but haha, well, look at this. You know what? Denmark, who I had this strategy in matchmaking as well. I just sent 1 person to his A instead of 2. But they are able to turn around quickly enough with the 2 supplementary players, get the bomb down, so at least they've guaranteed themselves money moving forward. Getting on the P250 could be a threat on this angle, though.
It's half number 2, and it's the good old switcheroo from Heroic. 2 players to try and clutch things out here in the pistol round, and Cloud9 using overwhelming numbers to try and get in, but Cadian finding all of the kills he needs to. Shush peppering them from a distance as well. They cannot track down Cadian, and he's found 3. Shush finding the final kill he needs to. Heroic against the numbers, against the odds. It is that MM strategy, but it works so well. Does seem like they're pulling over a stack towards this B site. A bit preemptive, but for now, Heroic are postured up for it. The bomb around the corner, being able to get the first. Floppy able to respond in kind. So far, the trades aren't terrible here for Cloud9, but they spot out what is that AK on that CT side, so they run the bomb the other way. Zeppa getting swarmed and wrapped from all sides, still cowering in the site.
This angle is perfect from him, though, because Floppy comes in, he's got himself a chance, but Tesses expects it, hears it, and intercepts it. Zeppa now around the corner. He will peek, but simply can't get anything done. If Floppy had just maintained the position where he's watching for a push...
I don't know that I like this. good for one, probably, but getting away with more than that, unlikely. And you'll see exactly that. Esatag just gets pre-fired as he goes for the reface. And meanwhile, they'll simultaneously push in towards that B-bomb by Mezzi on at A. If he found those 2 kills, that would have made all the difference. But the bomb dropped out in the open, and Cadian didn't get the reload off. They should just win on the fact that they have the numbers. There's no time for Heroic. That bomb is on the wrong side of the map. So Cloud9, an equalizing round, but it is certainly an awkward one.
Mezzi's position sure as hell does matter, though. They're going to start soon. He's got himself 1. He's got himself 2. How does he get away with that? He's not got HP. And Shush is on the chase. He's in pursuit. And it's Zeppa from the side who goes unnoticed. Strikes through for 1 before being traded. And Stown and Cadian left to try and salvage a situation that seems impossible. A situation that seems unsalvageable. Because in the back lines, it's Floppy considering going for a push. And as he moves forward, the clock and the space in the map is tightening. The noose around Heroic's neck has been tied. Are they going to drop and hang, or will Cloud9 slip and fall? Cadian tries to come in, but it's Floppy to seal the deal. Stown to be detected, Stown to be brought down, and Cloud9 take it away.
These archers are so susceptible here for Heroic, and so now they begin their wrap. The flash is there, and so far no real sightline. Zeppo battling away at a distance, and finally Mezzi pulls the pin on his secondary peak from that pit position as well, and he catches Refresh looking the wrong direction. Just Tess's left, has the bomb on his back, so can dial this one in, and he knows where Mezzi is. The problem is the arch wrap, it is approaching slowly. Alex around the corner, the flash is there as well, and Tess's fully blind, contained in the back of the site. Not a hope. 12th round for Cloud9. They keep that 3 up. There's no additional economic damage on top of it. And now they are backing themselves into a more traditional setup, one towards those archers, as Heroic again setting up for a re-execution of this site, and Alex not going to get cleared initially, but finds nothing for his troubles. Floppy on the high ground though, first kill found, drops to the low as Shush does deal with that, so that's the site now taken. Cadian lurking with the AWP, completely unsuspecting here from Cloud9, and so now it's just Mezzi, a 1-on-4. He's on the wrong side of the map. This should be an attempt to save, but Cadian still lingering with that AWP. Not something you expect to get shot in the back with.
And Cloud9 was doing so well as well. It seemed like they'd read everything correctly, but Heroic, they just played the waiting game. They just expect Cloud9 to start rotating players back as well. And like you said, Cadian instrumental in that round. In the past, now, with the bomb down, it's a 3v3 retake. Both sides have full weaponry.
Oh, Esatag getting another. This should incentivize Cloud9 to push into the site. They have a couple of rifles and AWP as well. Sure, there's no kit, but they have flashes. They can make this one work. Cadian posting up on the angle. That's Mezzi dropped. Alex, he's close by, but not actually going to track down the AWPer. Instead, just barreling in to deal with Shush. So it's AWP versus AWP. A smoke to play with in the pit. Esatag, no real hope of flushing Cadian out into the open. He can pressure the bomb, though. The fact that there's a smoke on it does make things a little bit more precarious. It's a 10-second defuse, so Cadian swinging with the knife. Oh dear, there's a gap in the smoke. What is going on? They're back and forth through it, but Cadian likely to go up with the bomb, if nothing else. But no, it's instead Esatag that falls. Cadian gets away scot-free. Yeah, and it's Esatag again in this one and done. Oh no, the smoke is missed. Supposed to contain them in towards middle, so now it's just Mezzi. Smoke deployed on his own and dancing around it. First kill there. Shush. Oh, not unsuspecting the dink as well. He finds 3 kills from that position. That is far more than you could ask for from Mezzi when it came down to it. But Floppy somehow inserting himself between both the Heroic players may just find a timing. Cadian completely caught off guard, but does he suspect that the apartments have been compromised? There's a smoke deployed on the bomb, but Floppy, the quick adjustment to clutch it back for Cloud9. Round number 14. The flash sails around the smoke. Felt like he had enough time to dodge, but just commits to mouse 1 and holding W right at them. So now it comes down to Floppy, that Starman who clutched back to try and hold on to this B-bomb site. First kill found on the FAMAS. The smokes are down to be separated, isolated, but he gets the second kill as well. Surely not. They had the numbers advantage. A completely isolated duel on Floppy, but he's got 3 kills for himself. And so now Heroic dial it back.
It's all about Refresh over here. He's not had the best of games, bottom fragging on the scoreboard, but Cadian doesn't quite have the angle he needs to be aware of necessarily. Refresh in this 2v4. Cloud9 fights just a while. Peeks out, makes it a 2v2 instantly. Cadian and Refresh have made this possible, and Cadian's got their number and their head. Mezzy to fall. Floppy needs an ace to win this one out, and he's looking for it. He's been able to get the tag. Refresh is in the bag. Cadian, the last man standing, will take his team through, and Floppy, that wallbang. The problem is that Heroic have 3 Molotovs, and on Inferno from the T side, that's huge. Zeppa doesn't know it, but he almost unlocked the round for his team right there, and that might still be the case because they can still intercept the bomb. There's 40 seconds left if the bomb is brought down, but it's SC tag to fall. Zeppa will peek out from Boiler instead, but he's still unsure. They might not check this, they might not know about this, but Zeppa, the timing is working in his favor, and Shush will fell him. Cloud9 have to save.
You're right, there was a timing where it could have all fallen apart, and they're hunting. They do not want any saving grace for Cloud9 to come into these latter rounds, and they will overwhelm Alex. Mezzy likely soon to follow these SMGs just jumping around the corner. Unless you're going to pluck birds out of the sky, not much hope in winning that one, but Floppy should be able to get away with his own, so, you know. A couple of kills, some additional cash farmed up on that MP9 as Cloud9 are forecasted a...
Not overpeaking or anything off the sort. Mezzy, meanwhile, comes in, does get the dink as well. His pistols are really good, honestly. Mezzy is just a revelation of a rookie. That's actually quite important for him as well. If he takes us forward, like I said,
I love this.
It's become a lot easier, and they're going to fight for it. They're going to try and make it so they can get some kills, maybe. A bit of extra money, force Heroic to rebuy in, have less utility, but at the end of it all, not really anything found. Floppy, however, will be able to drop the op, though, which is very important. 20 seconds in SC tag. This is the perfect spot for him, but they might be able to run boost fast. They drop the run boost. SC tag gets the kill. 15 seconds, and as they move in, Floppy's here to defend, but not too long. Shush finds it. It's a 2v4. Is it another miracle in the making? SC tag moves forward. Cadian moves through. Cadian gets the kill. Their no scope, missed close range. Point blank cannot hit. Shush and Cadian in the 2v4 have found the first. Is this going to be the third 2v4 of the game for Heroic going their way? Cadian's position certainly does lend hope to it. It flicks forward. Alex will fall. Zeppa to follow. It's a 1-on-2. Mezzy has to try and save the day, but his superhero cape just isn't long enough to cover for all the mistakes they've made. 16-14, a heroic effort from the Colossus, but at the end of the day, they just aren't able to get it done. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll find out eventually what the purpose of that is. Floppy playing from the super box is not spotted out by Refresh initially. Good grenade to come through, but it's actually his that will be doing a lot more damage, or will it? Zeppa, good for 2 kills early on. Stown will trade, and Floppy's position is revealed as Refresh comes in and gooshes him. Cadian as well. And it's all SC tag left alone versus 3. Gets the first, but no more. Heroic down, Molotov there, Molotov there, Molotov everywhere, and Zeppa finding a kill in the back lines. This actually makes it a little bit more doable, especially because SC Tag's position was incredibly strong, but Cadian good for the kill.
Yeah, that felt like the critical frag to maybe get Cloud9 involved here on this retake. Of course, they had recovered that rifle that's sitting comfortably in Zeppa's hands. Did they have that man advantage, we would have likely seen that same response we saw on Inferno. Mezzy still with the deagle in his own respects. While Fresh jiggles into him, Mezzy readjusts. The Deegs have been on point for him in that respect. There wasn't enough to edge out a map win in the first. Heroic not too concerned about giving up the fact that he just lost a UMP. Josh holding onto that rifle, the biggest factor. But Zeppa having that AK in his own respects. Having to deploy that smoke, but it's a miss, and the flash is perfect, but he's not actually dealt with. He's able to run so far back. Meanwhile, Zeppa's chiming in with that AK, and Cadian trying to cross the distance, trying to deal the damage, but Zeppa comes up massive. 4 kills on that B-site hold, and now Cadian left to clutch. A 1-on-2 with a lot of time still on this clock. He could potentially wrap back round to the other site.
himself a very good chance. This could be a great 1-on-2. The AWP will be scoping in. He's got one. He knows where the second is. Cadian's backed off as well. Repeeks out, sees the player with a nade in his hand. Messi with a smoke down, smokes the bomb off, fakes out the plant. Cadian, however, he's not falling for it. He knows. He's heard the shots as well. Now, Messi in the smoke, getting the defuse. He's holding it. He's got it. Cadian can't make it work. Although he might find the kill, even that evades him. Trying to peek forward, trying to get tricky. As he does see Floppy, barely missing the shot there. Floppy peeks out, Shush will fall. So good with the farmers.
And Zeppa arrives on time as well. Kept Floppy alive a little bit longer. Now that counter utility from the CT side, still a man up here for Cloud9. Tess is trying to find something around the edge of this smoke, but for now, finding nothing. That smoke obscuring so much of his vision, and there are so many CTs just around the other corner. Tess is peeking into the double swing, and now Cadian, just with that AWP on the other side, can do nothing but watch his teammates die around him. He answers back with one. That's Zeppa gone, but it's a miss on the flick. Alex noticed, but Mezzi chiming in and keeping Alex alive. It's another B-site hold, and another moment where Zeppa steps up big. They're stacking more towards the B side, and Mezzi's going to spot them barreling into middle. Zeppa, again, the man that's put under pressure. Floppy able to alleviate some of it as Mezzi rotates in as well. So it's a shutdown at B for Cloud9. 3 rounds, won off the back of some great holds of this B site.
Down. Needs to get kills though. If he gets taken down, Shush can be flashed out very easily. And Zeppa's holding that one flash, but he's actually holding the angle. Tess is to fall. Shush backs off in the meanwhile, down as well. It's a 2 versus 3. Smokes out from the CTs. They're defending the diffuser, but Shush gets a kill anyway. And he's followed up. 4 for him, looking for the ace. SC-Tag can't defuse. He can't have time. Shush in the smoke will fall. And as SC-Tag retreats backwards to pick up the AK, he will spot out the last player. But Stown's the one to get the kill. Shush even had the angle advantage there. Surprisingly enough, Cadian. Okay, does go down, but Alex got with an 8 in his hand, will be able to readjust somehow. They can't find the frag.
Oh, and Tessa's getting legged up as well while blind. That is okay.
No.
That's the route. I mean, I don't know how Alex gets away with that one.
A few more kills. This could be a 6-2 scoreline here. Floppy, however, he's about to get some easy frags for himself. Mezzi is right around the corner too. SC-Tag as well. It's an eco frag party, but Floppy's hogging all the cake. Damn it, Floppy. It's not even your birthday.
Paper, rock. Doesn't really work all that well, but oh, what a fantastic opening from Shush, but they don't clear out the close angle. Zeppa able to get one before falling, and Mezzi holding that wrapping play as well. Could potentially spot out Stown if he's not too careful. Just nestled in an angle where Mezzi may not be able to see, and still holding that high ground. Stown able to get away with one and evade capture.
I think the first time they've actually managed to take control of the B-bomb site.
Yeah, it's also the first round that Refresh is able to find a kill. So he has to deploy the smoke in retaliation and just trying to stay alive. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. Stown movement off of the building. So it's death by falling instead. And so now Cadian and Refresh have to try and salvage something in this round. There is this pathway towards this B bomb site. And so the bomb is making its way over. Cloud9 have over-rotated and Heroic have the chance to pull this one back.
And Cadian's position is everything. He hasn't revealed it until he's heard the footsteps. Now with the reposition coming through, Cadian could be everything over here. He's got the chance for one, but he's instead bunny hopped away from him. Refresh is in a 1v3. SC-Tag, that's a movement of the gods, and he has indeed transcended. Refresh, now alone, sees the shoulder, peeks out again. That's got to be the most frustrating thing to deal with. Knows, but SC-Tag, the peak just in his favor. Re-peaks as well, and the trade is good, but not good enough because Zeppa is still there. Now Refresh, once again in a clutch situation, does have the bomb, does have some utility. Not only can he clutch, he can play anti-clutch as well. Mezzi's just jiggling out that angle. Refresh now fakes out the bomb. Will now be planting it. And this is just picture perfect. They even stole the molly. Michael. Mezzi's he's on a different plane. body shots will not be helpful. Now, Mezzi, here's the utility coming over, will face down Tessus, but will instead fall. Zeppa comes through from the side, pushes in from the smoke. It's a good kill, but the nade is going to be even better. Almost takes down that second player. And as Zeppa throws out his own nade, he even pulls out the gun. This hold is perfect from Cloud9.
They started this round 2 men down, and they have managed to hold onto the site and gun them down as they approach. Just gonna get Molotov out as well, and he cannot find the kill he needs to on Zeppa. 3 kills for him in the round. He is past that 20 mark. And again, trying to find some sort of space to capitalize off of Stown, lurking towards this B site instead. And it's all about the timing. Floppy checking both angles, but falling off of his elevated position. Stown catches him asleep at the wheel. Gun out. Was not a situation that Floppy was prepared for. He was caught midair. And now Cloud9 need to retake. And Shush already holding for the flank.
Zeppa's been the man of the hour so far, and Mezzi's not been too far off the clock, but Shush is the one to find the kill. A 1-on-2 for Zeppa. That'll give him a slightly better angle, but Stowney's been peeked into. It's a 1v1. Refresh has to win this. He's not had much luck in clutches so far. Zeppa's holding it. Zeppa's holding it. He's got the round. How? Refresh just is completely outplayed. Zeppa 1-on-1, and he wins them all.
Let's not forget that Cloud9 led in the first map, only for Heroic to find this second wind, a new stride going into the second half. Whether it's motivational talks, just a moment to breathe in the half, or just a completely new mindset. Only time will tell. But on the B site, Shush under a lot of pressure. Cloud9 committing a lot of resources this direction, and Shush doing a great job of finding the kills he needs to. 3 kills in rapid succession to hold on to the site, and he gets the 4th. He's on for the ace. Why not? He didn't even choose to reload. Wanted to do it in fashion, but Shush gonna be denied it thus far. Floppy still alive and kicking towards that back of the site, and as his teammates start to fall, it's become so much more doable actually for Floppy and Shush alike, but Shush will complete it. The ace for Heroic on the pistol on that CT side, and this could rebound them.
Kind of is, Michael. Because he's back to action. He sees 1, he sees 2, he's got them both before being traded. Now, a 3-on-2. SC-Tag and Mezzi.
Thought they were going to try and double down on a unconventional crossfire here for Cloud9, but Heroic still making this difficult. Smoke on the bomb. Mezzi hitting the headshot, but Tessus had the HP. SC-Tag now left to clutch. 2 kills so far. Has to complete the 4K, and they're on the bomb. It's not without a kit, though, so Shush is able to cover, but this could have been awkward. There was no kit. This was a 10-second defuse that they had to get through the smoke.
And right now, you can see why they're playing so defensively. Alex, however, inside the smoke, is going to be visible, but before Cadian spots him, he's already found the kill. Tessus trades, yes, but that MP9 is gone. Down, moving forward, trying to do everything, but ends up with nothing. Refresh picks up the pieces, but now it's a 2v2 already. So much damage dealt. Already the T's have accomplished an objective. Even if they lose this round, they found what they were looking for.
Tessus on the other side. SC-Tag's trying to force this fight. Not wanting to go into Shush's favor, but Tessus does find the kill he needs to.
The call seems to be there to go over towards the B-bomb site, Michael, but there's 3 players in mid from the CTs, and they are pushing in. Refresh is taken down. There's a repeat, but Tessus is very low. It's all up to Shush, and he started off nicely. Is even aggressing forward for more potentially, and as he gets the information, Stown has made his way back onto the A-bomb site. Zeppa will go down.
Yes, a great read from Heroic. They're here on this A-bomb site in full force. So the relocation from Cloud9, there is no tricks to be had in this round. SC-Tag, all that is left. 4 players stand in his path. 15 seconds, a smoke deployed, but Cadian will readjust the spray to find them a 9th round. First gun round goes askew.
Refresh up close and personal with the Deagle, hiding away inside the smoke. Waits for any sort of information. He will hear those nades being thrown forward. Ooh. So, even though... Wow. That's a really good read. Even the Molotov coming through. Refresh looking to peek in. He's got damage but not kills. It's actually Tessis who finishes up the hard work of Refresh with the Molotov and a nade as well. It's utility kills galore, and Cadian misses the second, but Tessis with 4 finishes off Cloud9. He's creeping in. He's creeping forward. He might be on the biggest flank you need. He gets one. The second is there, but he can't get the kill. Des is low, yes, but he just proceeds to trail a blaze of fire forward. Peeks out damage, yes, but it's actually Cadian to get the kill and be refragged away. Refresh, 1-on-2. Both players isolated, but neither one of them giving the duel. And when Zeppa finally takes it, he will win it out. Ooh. Spotted out, dropped down very low, will not fall though. It's actually Mezzi on his side to go down. And this is just a straightforward anti-eco. They might not have a solid grip on Heroic's economy situation.
Even with just the pistols on field, it's attack that close to the HP. First kill is there, and they look to overwhelm, but now they're both low. Stown could definitely still pull this one off. The problem is not having a kit, so the fact they're bleeding off time off of this bomb makes this more and more awkward, and as the flash is sailing through, that's when Zeppa will swing. He gets to the 30 bomb. It is round 24 just passed.
Cadian is not rotating, though. Until they see the bomb, they will not shift. And on the opposite side, you have Cloud9 waiting to get a kill, waiting for contact to be made. Both players go down. Cadian peeks forward. Cadian hears SE tag. It's a 1v4. Molotov is down. There's no time. There's just not the time.
Yeah, he has to plant in the open, and he's going to get run down. The timing and the Molotov timing there for Cadian was
very crucial. However, he ends up backing off instead. Just peeks out. Stown's nade will fly through, and that'll do good damage. And he follows in with the shot, but the shot is missed, and the nade is not particularly juicy. Stown repeaks. Good for another. Repeaks again, and it's Refresh to assist. Only a single casualty so far, and nothing suggests that that number is likely to shift as Floppy drops down to 12 HP.
Now 0.
He's so aggressive. He's expecting them to come through. Got one, got two. Refresh. Silent in the beginning, but deadly in the end. Stown will add another to his tally. And with this, the 27th round is slipping out of the hands of Cloud9 like fine sands on a rainy beach.
And their odds aren't looking too good. Stown's been sharp on that AWP. The flash does nothing. It doesn't sail deep enough, so S attack. He throws it in vain. Stown out in the open. It'll be shushed to cover. So 14 rounds accomplished here for Heroic.
He needs Zeppa. He needs Zeppa to come through and take it away. It's a full-scale ramp hit, but utility galore. Blood on the floor. Tessis rolling heads around him, and he is the murderer of the A-bomb site. Alex to fall in the back lines. Hope is all but lost. Cloud9 are falling. They will have one more chance, one more gun round, one more opportunity to fight for overtime, but overtime is what they are striving for. Zeppa, not even enough bullets in his gun to maybe take down all 5 players right there. Cadian rescoping forwards his 30 seconds. A single kill from this AWP could be everything, but he needs information more than anything else. Zeppa's already close to concrete. He's moving in onto the bomb site. Cadian wants to come in from the side, but Stown's been smoked off in the back lines as well. They need kills, and Tessis will deliver one. But are there more on the menu? Yes, there are, but unfortunately, that's not a dish he can order. Cadian instead comes in. 2 players brought down, and a third. Heroic are headed to DreamHack Masters, and they're doing it in style. Cadian will fall, but Heroic will win the game, the series, and come through. They will be your first team qualifying for DreamHack Masters Spring 2021. What a round from Cadian, man. What a round from Cadian.
And he had a phenomenal series across both maps.